Hello friends, today is something special, something that you have not seen before on my channel. In fact, as you have seen on my channel, it's about cars and something else, but it's not a receipt. But today I want to share with you one receipt that I prefer very much, and one of my favorite foods is the Chinese food, and of course the McDonald's and Burger King. By the way, when I have the chance to go to McDonald's, I eat 3 Big Macs over there, and when I leave the McDonald's I take another 10 Big Macs with me at home. I'm just very crazy about McDonald's and Burger King, and these are my favorite foods. And this is another food that I love it very much. Is a Chinese receipt that I prepare it at home, and I just want to share with you my favorite food. Maybe you can try it at home if you like it. So this is the ingredients that I use. So what I need is some mushrooms. Some mushrooms that I mix them together with pepperoni, red and yellow, and another box of mushrooms that I mix with rice. So I need rice, long rice, as you can see. This is one ingredient. Red pepperoni, and then yellow pepperoni, a little garlic. I'm not going to use it all, only a few pieces, 2 or 3 pieces. And then another ingredient is chili, and then another ingredient is curry, and then I use oregano, and then I use spicy. This is a spicy pepperoni, very spicy, and it's also salted. And I use sweet chili sauce, and of course soya sauce. And not the last, meat. I use pork. So you can see here this meat that I left it to marinate about 24 hours ago. I marinated, and what I did, I cut the meat in some slices, and then I put some ginger, rosemary, oregano, paprika or sweet boya, how you call it, paprika, coriander, curry, and then some lemon juice, and a little oil, 1 spoon of oil, and some garlic. And I mixed all together, and I left it to marinate for 24 hours. So this is the ingredients that I need for my food. It's a Chinese food, and I love to make it at home. So let's start. The first step is to dice the pepperoni. But before I wash them very well, I've forgotten to tell you and to show you one more ingredient that you need. Is baby carrots, little carrots, very small pieces of baby carrots. So okay, this is the size of cutting. Okay, and then you just turn them and cut them on half. If this is too long, I cut it one more time into dices, you know, to dice the pepperoni. This is also too long. I cut it one more time. This is too thick. I cut it like this. So I go further with the rest of pepperoni. So I diced all the pepperoni, red and yellow, and I move everything here. Everything I move here. I had to take a larger pot. This is a little small. Okay. So this is the first step. Pepperoni, yellow and red, diced. Cut it in pieces. The next step, we take the mushrooms, and what we need to do is to unpeel the mushroom. Every mushroom needs to be unpeeled, but first of all I break this leg. I call it leg. I don't know exactly how to call it in English. And we need to unpeel, you know, every mushroom, every piece of mushroom needs to be unpeeled. So after I unpeeled all the mushrooms, I wash them all, and then now I start to slice them. Like this. But only half of the mushrooms I'm going to slice them at this size. Half of the mushrooms I'm going to cut them into pieces. I'm going to show to you. Let's make some light. So I'm doing like this. Like this. Half of portion from all the mushrooms, 50% from them, I'm going to slice them into pieces, to cut them into pieces, and the other half I'm going to cut it like this, at this size. And I will tell you later why I cut it like this and why I slice them larger. So I sliced all the mushrooms, and I take them and move them, put them here. This is the half of portion that I sliced them big. So I have the mushrooms, I have the pepperoni, and now we need to take a portion of baby carrots. I'm not going to use them all, only a part of it. So this is the baby pepperoni. They are iced. Maybe I will add a little more. I love carrots and they are very healthy. So I have the mushrooms, I have the pepperoni, sorry, the carrots, the baby carrots, and we have the pepperoni, red and yellow. So we're going to go to take a wok, a pan, and let's go further. So this is the wok. First I need to set the fire to be on minimum. I don't use oil at all, and the reason is because the pepperoni has much water and I want to boil it. I don't want to fry it. So, and then I add the baby carrots. Okay. And then I add the mushrooms. So, okay. Okay. So we see here a large amount of vegetables and things, and this is because I have a large family. My children also loves this food, my wife also. So I leave it at a very small fire. I don't want to be too much softed. I want to be crispy. So I'm going to cover it. It will be a lot of water that will come out of it. So just leave it like that. In the meantime, we start with the meat. It was left to marinate for about 24 hours. So what I do now is to cut the meat into small parts. Like this, you see? Okay, and this one more time, like this, one more time. So this is the size of the meat. Into thin slices. And all the meat I'm going to slice it like that. So let's go back to the vegetables. You see, it's not anymore so much quantity. As you can see, we have water. We have water. The pepperoni and the mushrooms have much water. So as I told you before, we don't want to make it too soft. We want to make it crispy. Just a little more. Anyway, in about 20 minutes it will be ready. I cover it back and let's go further. So we take another pan. First of all, we set the fire on minimum, and this time we're going to use a little oil, cooking oil, just a little We don't want to use too much oil. It's enough. Just a little oil. And then we add the meat slowly. Okay. And let's set the fire a little higher, maybe on medium. And we want to fry it a little bit. So let's see our vegetables. Over there we got the meat. Good. 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 It's crispy now. What you do now is to add some oregano. Okay. You mix it. So no oil, only in the water that was from mushrooms, from pepperoni, from baby carrots. Is very healthy, very healthy. I'm not a professional in cooking. I'm not at all a professional, but this food is me that I'm cooking. My wife loves the way I'm doing it. I was in China many years ago, and since then I love the Chinese food. I really love it. I'm crazy for it. So let's turn off the fire, and this is done. Ready, we put it aside, and we go to the next step with the rice. So this is the rice. It looks very, very nice. I'm going to use about 75% from all the package. This is the rice that I love it. It's long, very long. As you can see here, very nice rice. Now I'm going to wash it and then to start to boil it. So I washed the rice and I put it to boil. Over there we have aside the vegetables, they are ready, and over here we have the meat. When it's 50% made, cooked, what I'm going to do now is to take a little curry, in 2 fingers, and put it over the meat. Maybe a little more, just a little more. Okay, and then I take some chili powder, also in two fingers, a little more because I love it to be spicy, very spicy. Okay, and then I take oregano, a little more, and then I take sauce of soya. You need to be careful because it's salted. Okay, and then I take sweet chili sauce and add. This is also spicy, but it's sweet in the same time. And mix together all this. You have no idea how good it smells and how tasty it is together with the vegetables and the rice. So I'm going to leave it for 10 minutes more, and in 10 minutes it will be ready. I don't use too much meat. The meat is not very healthy. The vegetables are very healthy, but the meat is not very healthy. Okay, so in the meantime we take six eggs. I don't know what it is. Okay, I got it. Good. And I've got something here. I don't know what it is. Anyway, doesn't matter. So we mix them very well, very well, and we add no salt. We don't need salt, and we make a big omelette. We need it later for the rice, so the rice we're going to make it is called imperial rice. That means that we mix the rice together with the omelette and together with the other portion of mushrooms that will be fried. These mushrooms is going to be fried. If you remember, the small parts of the mushroom that we cut it, we mix all the fried mushrooms and the omelette with the rice together, and we get imperial rice. So let's take it easy, step by step, to prepare the imperial rice. So I came back to the meat. It has been cooked. I'm going to take a plate, but first of all to turn off the fire. To switch off the fire. Okay. You have no idea how good it is, how tasty it is. Mamma mia. So this is the meat that I'll cover it and put it aside along with the vegetables, and we start to make the imperial rice. So I took another pan. This is the third pan. I heat it very well. The pan was heated. Just a little oil. Just a little oil. Don't use much oil. Never use much oil. Okay. And then is the eggs. We make the omelette now. Make the omelette. Okay. We don't want it to be soft. We want it to be tough, hard made. Okay, so I turn it on the other side. Just like this, you know. Like this. Okay, we switch off the fire. We let it to cool, and then we start to cut it into small pieces. You'll see later. So it was cooled. I'm going to take something else. Okay, now I have it here. I cut it in small parts. Because this omelette, we're going to mix it with the rice, you know. So we cut it all into very small parts. Okay. So I took another pan. I heated the pan well. Just a little oil. Just a little oil. It's enough. And now we have the mushrooms. Those mushrooms that are cut into very small pieces. if you remember from the beginning of the video. We put them all in the pan to be fried. So we have here all the mushrooms. We have here the rice that is boiling. And we want for the mushrooms to be fried. So the rice is ready. Oh, a lot of steam on my camera. So this is the rice that was boiled. And now let's make the imperial rice. In the meantime, also our mushrooms are ready. And we take them out. They have been fried. It took about 10 minutes, up to 15 minutes. So we have the rice. What you do now, we take a portion of the rice and we put a layer of rice in another pot. A layer of rice. Okay, we take some omelette and we share it. We put it above the rice, and then we have the mushrooms that were fried, and we also put a layer of mushrooms. Okay, and then we take another layer of rice to cover the omelette and the mushrooms. This is the second layer of rice. Okay, and then we take again omelette that was cut very thin in very small parts, and we put omelette, and then we take mushrooms I love it to be with much mushrooms. And then we take another layer of rice. We cover everything. Just a little small part of rice we have left. Okay, we covered everything, and then we take what we have left from the omelette. Oh my. Okay, and we have the mushrooms to add what is left. So we have everything now done, and this is the imperial we have the imperial rice now. We don't want to mix because we don't want the rice to be made pasta, you know. Maybe we can shake it a little bit. It's better. So this is the imperial rice, as you can see, mixed with omelette and mushrooms, and we serve with the vegetables and the meat together. You'll see a little later. So in the meantime, we have the garlic, and we want to make something special now. We cut it in very, very thin slices. Very thin slices. So we cut it in thin slices, and then we make it 1/2, you know. The garlic is also very, very healthy, you know. So what do you do now with this garlic? We take a pot and we take some soya sauce. We add it here. Yeah, I'll put it all. Okay. And then we have some honey. I take a teaspoon of honey. And I mix it very, very well. Very well. And I add the garlic here. I don't want to lose any piece of garlic. And mix it well for the honey to be melted. So we have the soya that is salted. We have the honey that will make it a little sweeter. We have the garlic. And you will see later how I'm going to use this. And now I'm going to make the second sauce. I take another pot. I'm going to use the same teaspoon, or maybe I'm going to take another teaspoon. Yeah, I took another teaspoon, and now I'm going to use spicy pepperoni. It's very, very spicy. This very, very spicy. I'm going to use a teaspoon, not more, because it has very much salt. Okay, and I'll have the sweet chili that is also spicy, but it's sweet, and I will complete with the sweet one. Okay, and now I'm going to mix it. This is very spicy, I tell you. Very, very spicy. And this gives the real taste to this food, to this recipe. Mix it very well. So we have the two sauce, and let's go further. So we have everything ready. We have the imperial rice, we have the vegetables, we have the sauce, the two ones, we have the meat. So let's make the plate. We take some rice first. Take some rice. We have here the rice. We have the vegetables. Okay, and we take a portion of meat. And this is our plate. What do you think, how it looks? And now we take the sauce that we made it before and we put it over here. That was made with garlic, soya and honey. You need to be carefully because it has also salt, this sauce, and you add it under your taste. Okay, and then I have this hot, very spicy, very spicy sauce, and I use a lot of this. I use a lot because I love it to be very spicy. And now I mix them a little bit. And this is my favorite food. Vegetables, pork and vegetables together with the imperial rice. A Chinese food receipt that I love it very much. If you like this video, please give a like to my video, and thank you very much for watching.